Ahoy, Morning Breathers, and happy Thursday. Welcome to Thursday's edition of Morning Breath. All good.
Yeah.
All good. Boy, you're sitting up straight, and all of a sudden you can't breathe.
I know. I just wanted to cough in everybody's ear this morning. I thought they'd find that good.
But, somebody somewhere is coughing because they're just waking up.
Look, I got to stop already. Jeff says, ahoy, yesterday reflection, ... I'm already intrigued on what's going to happen. It's like a soap opera. Come on, Jeff. Where's the rest of it?
We need to know, Jeff.
Yeah, Jimmy's here too.
Ahoy, Jimmy. Excuse me.
Excuse me while I catch this.
Well, I need to hydrate.
Don't we all? It's hot.
I went golfing yesterday, as I told you, and I'm sure I have sweat that much, but I didn't have anything left.
Yeah, I didn't even do anything strenuous. I had to water my flowers out front of my house, and I was sweating watering flowers.
See, that's when you know it's hot.
It's hot. It was just hot, and I wasn't doing anything.
You're holding a hose.
Exactly, and sweating profusely. That might also have something to do with my fitness level, but, we're not going to get into that.
Yeah,
so
okay, that's all part of it. I wasn't the only one sweating.
Nope.
I can tell you that.
I'm sure not.
So I'm going to try it again today and see.
Because why not?
Because, it's supposed to be hot. I better go golf and see if I can still sweat.
My money's on you will.
Patty says, put this peppermint oil on the back of your neck. It'll make you feel cooler.
Well, it may not make you feel cooler, but you'll smell better.
But that can happen too. So I have pre-put it on, and I'm going to put more on before I leave.
They have those neck fan cooling things or whatever.
I know.
I've never, nor will I, probably try one.
I don't feel like that's happening. It's like those glasses with the lights on them.
Right. Well, they have, the Meta glasses. You can ask Meta, AI, just in your glasses.
Huh.
There you go.
Look what's happening to the world.
All right, here's Jeff. That Brenda Put Your Bra On song reminded me of Papa Love Mama by Garth Brooks. Same idea, same hook. So Papa Love Mama is a good song. I would say they're different songs.
I don't know the Garth Brooks one.
Yeah.
But I did have somebody, Zach, a guy I was golfing with last night, a friend of mine. He said, I didn't get a listen to that, but I sure want to. The Brenda Put Your Bra On or whatever it was.
Yeah. Well, Papa Love Mama is basically about a guy as a truck driver, and when he's out on the road, his wife kind of fools around. And so he comes home one time when she wasn't expecting it and notices she's gone, figures out where she is, and then drove his big rig through the hotel wall.
Oh, I'll be darned.
And took care of it.
Well, that'll interrupt whatever's going on.
Well, maybe even in the room next door.
It's suddenly going to stop all activity.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Ashlyn McBride is not representative of typical Arkansas music.
That's who sang that?
Ashlyn McBride, yeah. Sang the bra song.
I do still want to listen to that whole thing sometime.
Yeah, well, the premise is the same as the Garth Brooks song, although the Brenda Put Your Bra On was more graphic in detail, I think.
It started out that way, for certain. Thanks for bringing that to our attention, Jimmy. It's important.
We have to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
This just in, and who gives a crap? Solar-powered sea slugs eat algae and incorporate the photosynthetic components into their own cells, of course allowing them to capture energy from the sunlight.
Well, you had me, solar-powered sea slugs?
Solar-powered sea slugs.
Are they real?
They eat algae and incorporate the photosynthetic components into their own cells. And by doing so, it allows them to capture energy from the sunlight. Therefore, they are solar paneled. Now we know.
I did not know that previously.
Why would we?
I didn't know that.
That's why we categorize that as who gives a crap.
So you said that they eat the sun in order to become solar powered?
They eat algae.
Mm.
And so they're able to incorporate photosynthetic components into their own cells.
I think it's a better story if they eat the sun.
And we got a new problem.
We got a new thing happening.
Solar power sea slugs are just consuming our sun.
They're just eating the sun.
At this rate, it'll be gone in a tillion years.
A tillion, yeah.
A tillion years, exactly. It's going to be gone in a tillion years anyway.
You think?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I heard something the other day, and again, who gives a crap? We actually might be in a black hole now. We wouldn't know if we were.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, you'll have to explore that on your own because that's all I picked up out of it.
Okay. Well, you know me and astrology and
I know.
everything up there.
But it is possible
I'm
that
consumed by it.
it has to do with they figured something out because of the rotation, and we're not rotating as fast as we probably should be, or the things around. I don't know. You have to look it up, but we could actually be living in a black hole and just not know it.
Well, to me, that's good news that there's life in a black hole.
Until there's not. I've always thought if you end up in a black hole, it's total destruction and you're gone. But
I think that's a wormhole.
is that that just transports you to another place, a wormhole, right?
Is it?
I don't know. I'm talking way over my head at this point, so I don't know.
Make it up, boss man.
I thought a wormhole was
Who's going to check you
like
besides
would take you to another time and dimension.
folks? Well, I'm hopeful that if we are going down a black hole, we figure out how to transport ourselves to other black holes so we can see other people.
A wormhole is a hypothetical structure that connects two separate points in space and time, potentially acting as a shortcut. But if you're transported to a different spot in space, it would still have to consume everything around it because it's taking it in, no? Because it's absorbing.
It doesn't say it's absorbing. You just walk through it. It's also hypothetical, but
I don't think you just walk through it in space.
I don't know. Yeah. So there you go. That's what you did, Tim. You started this whole thing, and now none of us are talking in any capacity that we know anything about.
So my question is everybody smiling right now that's listening?
Everybody's asleep.
God dang, we learned something new
Everybody
from the
went
morning
back
breath.
to bed. Everybody's like,
What the hell is this all about?
What's that?
This is supposed to be a fun show.
I didn't come here to
We
learn
were talking
stuff.
about wormholes well, the end of time is coming because we're in a black hole.
Yeah, well,
We're on our way.
yeah, in a billion years.
We're being pulled in so slowly.
So I don't know how the sun gets us in a black hole.
It cannot.
Well, then maybe we're not in a black
Sooner or
hole.
later, I mean, we're on the cusp of being.
We're just on the edge of the black hole. All right.
cusp.
okay.
That's a
Scientific term.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I talked about that.
Cross that off the list.
Apparently, we gave a little more crap about that than I thought we would.
It sparked discussion.
Excuse me. I do want to say that the Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by. Yeah,
Are you sure you're going to say it?
I don't know. I got the hiccups.
You got
now.
it.
I got problems. See.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Can anybody else do that?
And all the gang at
Thank you.
KCTC.
Take care of that for me.
And the three of us this morning.
We're sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
It's Willie and all the Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh. I noticed, I'm a realtor by trade.
So I hear between golf games.
Well, the summertime I do get my
I
share
get
of
you.
golf.
Hey, you're networking. I get it.
There's a Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh that's actually for sale up in Iowa City.
Oh yeah.
It's still gonna stay a Hy-Vee and Fast and Fresh.
Well, how's it for sale?
I don't know. I think they're renting it from somebody.
All right.
I'm thinking about we should buy it.
A Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh is. All right. I know nothing about it. Speaking of which, Jimmy says he's laughing because he knows I was a business student and not an astrology student. He was my business teacher, so he knows.
Jimmy, didn't you ever get into anything astrological?
I don't think we did. Not that I recall.
Jimmy, did you ever have during your classes Who Gives a Crap segment?
Probably.
Chapter 4 of the textbook is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey.
Let's see. I also read that, I don't know, he's certainly top three, Jeff Bezos, top three wealthiest guy in the world.
Yep.
He's getting married
In Venice.
in Venice, where the seas are rising. But it's a 3-day affair They don't really say where it's at, but it's 3 days to get married.
Okay.
It's going to cost him, they think, upwards of $76 million.
Pocket change.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that on his visa.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Right?
got no limit.
Put it on my card.
Just put it on my card.
Keep the card.
He's got that in his pocket. He's like, here's pay cash.
Just some runaround money.
I'll just pay some cash.
Yeah. It's a small suitcase.
Yeah. I also saw that he and his fiance had a bubble party, a foam party on their $525 million yacht.
That is a big rowboat.
That's a big rowboat.
Jiminy Christmas.
You could pay for like 8 weddings with that yacht.
You can exactly.
Think about that.
Exactly.
That's
Jeff says if you ever write a Morning Breath book, please call it Who Gives a Crap. I'll buy it. That's just the theme of everything. Even stuff that seems important is still who gives a crap.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Well, and this 3 day, $76 million deal, they requested. I didn't get on the list. I didn't get the invitation,
Didn't get invited.
but it said no gifts, please.
What do you buy the guy that owns Amazon?
Well, I'm getting something off Amazon. This is the kind of stuff you're.
Got you a coffee maker.
Got you an air fryer. It was on sale. It's Prime Day.
The countertop ice makers are the really big deal right now.
I'd totally take one of those, but they're like $500. Yeah, the ones I saw. I'd totally take a countertop ice maker. The little cube things like you get at the restaurant, I'd be all over it, but they're expensive.
I guess I haven't looked.
So I'm not going to get one.
Well, not from Bezos.
Not from Bezos.
For his own.
Yeah.
I think in lieu of gifts, they want you to donate to some wife's cause or something. His wife to be
Yeah. Okay.
fiance.
Yeah. Well,
I said that very French.
yeah,
I took French in high school. I know.
Did you study astrology?
You didn't take
in your
astrology?
first class?
I did not. I did not. All right, so there's my 2 stories. You got anything to add?
Yeah,
to this mess?
this will still fall in the category of who gives a crap because it's about TikTok trends, which I know you love.
I'm all about TikTok. The TikTok.
The latest one, apparently, or one of the latest ones, mouth taping to prevent snoring. People are
that's
just
a really bad idea.
so they're just taping their mouth shut. And it's become a popular bedtime trend on social media. Just a trend a few years ago. The idea is to tape the mouth shut at night to promote nasal breathing, which some experts claim to have health benefits. Some do not. But potential benefits, the main proposed benefit of mouth
three
taping.
doctors say it's a good
Exactly. Is promoting nasal breathing, which helps filter and humidify the air and may reduce snoring or dry mouth for some individuals. Some claim that using the tape could also help achieve a more defined jaw structure and could protect dental health as mouth breathing leads to dryness and more acidity, which can break down enamel.
So, the downside to this is you're
could-
going to get to that.
Basically, yeah.
You're going to die.
You could die. Says sleep expert said she approaches mouth taping with considerable caution as scientific evidence shows that its effectiveness is limited at best.
Yeah, don't put that, that Gorilla Tape.
Yeah.
Don't use that because
Yeah.
it ain't coming off. And SPP, you should not use tape, period.
I use scotch. Good old scotch tape.
Old Scotch.
Gets the
Just
job
right
done.
on your lips.
It'll rip the mustache right off your face. if you-
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, Gorilla Tape would do that
Gorilla
too.
Tape.
Gorilla Tape is just going to check it all.
Yeah. And they especially caution you if you have a stuffed up nose or nasal congestion, don't tape your mouth shut. because
Why? What would happen?
you might die. You might stop breathing. You're not going to get enough oxygen.
Another great idea by TikTok.
Yeah.
But I have heard of mouth taping before. I didn't learn it from TikTok.
Well, apparently it's a new trend or a revived trend, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm not mouth taping.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe
I was gonna say, just a little
do
scotch.
half a mouth.
Maybe like if you do scotch and then put a little like breathing hole in the middle of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then it would just, when you try to snore, it'd just whistle, and that would just be, it would just be more annoying.
Sing a tune while you're
It would
sleeping.
you
Wouldn't that
just,
be fun?
you just,
As whoever's sleeping with you tapes you
sleep whistle.
whistling a song. Oh, shoot. Let's see. What else did I read? I read one more story about there's 2 bears over in England that escaped a zoo. You know, this only happens because somebody left a door open, which is what happened. And these 2 bears, they're siblings. They're a male and a female. And they just waltzed out, and they can smell 2,000 times better than humans. I think everybody knows that. And
Of course. Yeah. I heard 2,100, but whatever.
yeah, I'm rounding.
Okay.
2,000. And so they got wandering around, and they found the commissary. They found the restaurant.
Right.
And they consumed, they shut this park down, the officials did, and they're going on this massive manhunt. And they found them in the cafeteria where they have eaten all the fruits that just came in, all the bananas, whatever fruits they had. And then they found the honey,
Oh, then game on. Then.
and they ate it all,
Yeah, of course they did.
all of it. And so when they found them, they were both asleep,
They-
laying in the cafeteria.
It's like a backwards Goldilocks.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, it is kind of a backwards Goldilocks. That's right.
So they didn't really know what to do, but they eventually woke up, and then they started ringing a bell or something that told them it was time to eat again. And so they just walked back into their cage.
So they could get their meal.
Yeah, but that faked them out because there was nothing to feed them. They already ate. They ate 3 weeks worth of honey in one sitting. It's gonna make me want to lay down too. It reminds me of like Thanksgiving.
Honey's good, but I'm not sure about the nutritional value of it. I don't know if you could sustain you for.
It's gonna get you from here to there like immediately.
Yeah, exactly. It'll hype
then
you
you're
up,
gonna crash.
and then you crash. Then you have a honey crash.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, 7:31. I think we should take a little break, and we'll come back and discuss whatever else is coming to our minds.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
I love helping people. I always wanted to help people. That's what I love the most.
We do a really good job of growing our own, but also we are able to take your skills, adapt them to what we need, or grow them as well.
Our leadership group here, they are actively involved, always supportive of our new ideas and innovation here at the hospital.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics. Apply today.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with the flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to segment 2
Welcome back to Thursday,
and Thursday.
pre-Friday.
No Greta.
No Greta. Yeah, she told us she was gonna be on. I couldn't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure she said she wasn't, and she's not. So
You're apparently correct.
my memory was correct. I questioned it, but
This just in. The Dallas Mavericks really went out on a limb and took Cooper Flag
Yeah.
last night, number 1. You saw that, didn't you?
I did.
SVP?
I did see that.
Did you watch the whole?
I watched the
Yeah.
whole draft last night.
I was a little mad because it got into my news time.
Mm-hmm.
I
so
like my news.
I think I didn't watch very much of it. I watched probably the top 5, but 2 Duke and 2 Rutgers players. And Rutgers was just a 500 team or something, weren't they, this year?
Something like that, yeah.
And they had 2 top 5 draft picks.
Yeah.
Shows you what we know.
I don't know nothing, especially about NBA basketball or Rutgers basketball for that matter.
Yeah. No Iowa guys?
I doubt it.
Didn't see any SPP?
I did not.
Any on the big trade list? Anything like that? Nothing? All right. Well, maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. I don't know. McCollum's got him. We could be Final Four next year. Iowa.
All right.
I'm joking.
Can you even say with a straight face?
I'm joking.
Hey, I'm never letting that down. That we're
joking.
going to know
It's
the
a
rest
joke.
of the year.
It's a joke.
Till the Final Four next year. Hey, remember when Matt said,
He said this would happen.
Yeah, I'll say, see, I told you. This is what'll happen.
oh, wait a minute, this just in as well.
So much just in right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. My phone's just going
It's
berserk.
breaking news all over the place.
My phone's going berserk.
Go-
I just got a message that the frost in Duluth is now only 2 inches deep. They're feeling really good up there. They can now dig holes.
They can now dig. They can now put in the fence that they've been waiting all winter to do.
There we go.
So plant the garden maybe next week.
They're getting their potatoes in. It's supposed to be done by.
Exactly.
All right, you probably got something to say.
That's all right.
Enough of me.
Well, we've been holding these surprising medical facts. That's a tease. We're not going to do those right now.
Are you tired of seeing that on the?
I am,
back
but
page?
we'll probably get to those tomorrow. But
I do want to say that it's National Beauticians Day.
it is, and thank you to all of them.
I didn't know they still were called beauticians.
That's what it said on the Google machine.
I don't know. If I walked in and said Happy Beauticians Day to Tracy, I don't know. She'd be fine, I guess. But
Well, I mean,
I think they're called stylists now.
oh, okay. Well, I'll go with that.
I should know.
There might be a separate stylist day.
I should know.
You should know. You should know. But anyway,
Happy Beauticians Day to all in the cosmetology world.
Leanne Rimes, do you remember her? She's still around, and she was singing the other night in a concert, and her teeth fell out in the middle of a
teeth fell
song.
out.
She said she went on social media afterwards and said, you know, for anybody that knows anything, knows I've had extensive dental work, including a bridge in the front. And as she's singing a song, they came out.
You know, that's what you're singing really hard when your teeth come
I know. Well, the catch was she ran off stage real quick and put them back in. She said, but she couldn't get them she went back out on stage relatively quickly. She couldn't get them secured. So the whole rest of the concert, she's pushing her teeth up. And she said, every 2 or 3 lines, I had to push my teeth back in.
You cannot use generic polygraph.
Yeah, exactly. Go for the real stuff.
You can't.
Yeah,
Gotta go for the
Scotch tape doesn't work there.
It's Scotch tape. Well,
Gorilla tape.
yeah,
Yeah,
Gorilla tape.
certainly.
Gorilla duct.
Would Gorilla tape stick to the roof of your mouth?
It sticks to everything.
I don't know. I have some. I do.
I have a roll of it,
I
too.
do too. Can't live without it.
My phone did just really do something now. It'd be something big.
Really did have breaking news.
It'd be something big. It's not. You got anything else? It's National Canoe Day.
It is National Canoe Day.
What's on your other? What's on the? I haven't even read this thing yet.
No, that's on the different sheet. You don't have this sheet.
See, I don't even get all this.
So
stuff.
do you want the thief that has a weird escape mechanism, or I don't want that one, or the culinary creation?
Culinary creation?
It's
Because
not-
I was just reading about the entire digestive system
Yeah.
from mouth to butt. It's
Jody Rocca, chef and owner of Michelin 3-star restaurant. Big deal. Michelin 3-star.
a 3-star.
In Spain, yeah. Michelin 3-star. I think it only goes up to 4. That's pretty good.
I thought it was all 5 stars.
Yeah. In
From
Ratatouille, it's 5.
Well,
Ratatouille?
Ratatouille is a cartoon. So
It's real to me.
anyway, for the pricey confection, Rocca extracts the essence of old books by spreading their pages with deodorized butter and letting it rest overnight so that it's impregnated with the smell of old book.
Oh, that's.
Then he removes the butter with a spatula and dissolves it in alcohol, which evaporates and leaves the perfume of an old book.
That reminds me of my youth.
Mom
used to make this old
boil
book
up the
chili.
old books.
This old book chili
Old
was
book
so
chili.
good.
Yeah, the resulting liquor is dropped into a pudding. So you can have essence of Old Book.
I got goosebumps.
Well, you know it's serious because I just found out restaurants are awarded a maximum of 3 stars.
Oh.
So-
We stand corrected.
Yeah, we stand correct. So 3-star, the top you can get because he's putting out stuff like Old Book pudding.
You know, you got to be on the edge. You got to think outside the box when you're a 3-star. Because you're constantly being judged.
I know.
What new are you bringing out?
You have to keep elevating.
Bring your A game.
You have to elevate.
740 SPP. I think I have to stay on time today. So I don't know that we're going to make 7:45 on the dot, but we are going to take a break so we can get set for the day.
Sure can.
All right.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back. And yeah, I do want to say, Jeff, the Old Book chili, if Mom were still around, I don't know that I would share any of that with Matt.
That's a secret, right? Exactly.
So,
of course not.
You can't get salsa. You can't get my old.
You can't get Old Book chili.
Should we get set for the day, SPP?
Let's do that.
All right.
Let's get set for the day. It is Thursday. It is the 26th day of June. This is episode 335. Temperature right now.
It's National Handshake Day.
It is National Handshake Day. Temperature right now in Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, Washington is 78 degrees and only going to get hotter. Heat advisory, I believe, for this afternoon. Sunshine for a good portion of the day, and then storms move in later this afternoon and evening. High of 90. Great day to go stand on a golf course, probably.
I can't. I can't argue that.
Yeah. Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. Jefferson County Fair Parade kicks off Fair Week. Details emerge in Henry County Civil Rights Settlement, and a vast doll collection up for grabs in Washington.
A what?
Doll. I haven't read the whole story yet, but she has a doll collection that somebody has.
So
A doll
come
collection.
one, come all. Just go grab a doll. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I haven't got the paper yet.
Nope. And I just got this morning. I haven't read the story yet, but vast doll collection. Sports tonight: Mount Pleasant baseball and softball play Keokuk in Mount Pleasant. Fairfield boys and girls travel to Washington tonight, and Peter and I will be at the baseball game.
Doing baseball, not softball.
Doing baseball tonight. We got a softball 2 games on Saturday for a tournament that we will have live. But tonight is baseball.
Okay.
The time tentatively is 7:30. There might be some rain moving around that time, so stay tuned. We'll update if the games get moved or canceled.
Could get moved up.
Could get moved up. This day in history, and this day in 1979, heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali announced his retirement from boxing. And on this day in 1977, Elvis Presley performed in public for the last time.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know. 1977. I mean, I was just a little kid. I mean, Elvis was still
Too big.
Yeah.
I was coming home from Worlds of Fun. We had a family trip down there. And on our way driving back home, that's when the news broke that Elvis had died.
Breaking news that show up on your phone?
Yeah.
It's just in.
Showed up in the back window of the whatever
As you're
car
riding
we were
in the
driving.
back windshield. That was the best. Peter, random joke, random quote, random fact.
There was room for two of us in the back
I know.
window.
And an ashtray up there, too. Just
in case I wanted to
in
burn
case you
one.
wanted to
on the
burn
way.
one up.
Hey, pass me one of them camels, will you, Dad?
You know, I don't remember when Elvis died, but I do remember when Michael Jackson died. I remember when that was big.
Yeah, we just talked about that yesterday. Same day as Farrah Fawcett, but nobody remembers
But nobody remembers
that.
Farrah Fawcett 'cause
I remember Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, I do too. We're not going to go there. Peter, random joke, random quote,
She
random
was a
fact.
Charlie's Angel.
She
That's
was.
what I was talking about.
And a pinup girl.
Hey.
She was.
Charlie's Angels, go.
Random quote.
Random quote. Before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. That way, you'll be a mile away from them and you'll have their shoes. From Jack Handy.
That's a good Jack Handy for sure. For sure. Nice one, Matt. Boss man, Matt. It's very apropos to say that today is National Refrigeration Day. I would very much hope that there would be a refrigerator near me while I'm golfing.
Yes,
today,
that
so
would
I can cool
probably-
off in
that'd be
between
big.
shots.
Probably help things.
I have to come up with a golf cart that's air conditioned. If I had that, I think I could do better at golf.
You
in
think?
this sweltering heat.
I don't know. Get in and out of that?
I
would
could
be-
do it.
All right.
Because I'd hurry back up.
Okay.
Today's takeaway, SPP.
My takeaway is just going back to the old, if you are going to tape the mouth, just scotch tape it.
Scotch. You got to be
Get a
able
little
to rip
breathing
that off
hole.
fast.
Yeah. Just be safe with it.
Don't leave a little hole in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Just use Scotch tape so you can get it off.
There you go.
Boss man, Matt.
Bears have 2,000 times the smell capacity of humans.
Again, I thought everybody knew that.
I just learned that. But what I also learned is that, once they escaped, they immediately found the diner because they have that smelling. I don't know what it says about me that I also can smell the diner and I have less smelling capacity than the Bears.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Very good. I think my takeaway is I reread the invitation for Jeff Bezos' wedding, and it said, "No gifts, please, especially from Amazon."
Especially from Amazon.
They wouldn't buy that junk for anything.
Yeah,
So,
I think we'd be remiss not to bring up the solar-powered slugs again, too. But
Solar-powered slugs eating the sun.
Eating the sun.
when I said "who cares," who gives a crap, I really meant who gives a crap.
Solar-powered sea slugs.
But I
eating
think
the
you're
sun.
right. That has to be mentioned. That we now know those slugs are eating our sun.
Yes. Who knew?
That's trouble. Everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. Thank everybody for the comments. I don't know. Happy Thursday. Stay cool.
Go have some Old Book chili.
And if you can find that recipe for Old Book chili, go ahead and pull that out.
A nice hot day.
That'll be good. Have a great Thursday, everybody. We will return tomorrow. Until then, ahoy.
Ahoy.